Senior official tonight is Carlos Savino of the United States. We await the national anthems, beginning with Portugal.
A bandeira está atrás, pá. Vai começar daqui ainda por cima, pá. Ainda por cima vai começar daqui nesta.
Warm applause for Portugal. Now it's the turn of Brazil. Brazil recognized as the best team in the world. 3 times they've been the world champions. And in Manuel Tobias, who'll be wearing number 5, they have perhaps the best player in the world. Tobias, reputed to earn $250,000 a year from indoor football, from futsal. But futsal, a huge game in Brazil. Crowd of 25,000 watched a game there 2 years ago when Atlético Mineiro played Banespa. Our officials this evening, the senior referee is Carlos Savino of the United States. He's assisted by Martinez van der Berkom of the Netherlands. The third official, Adrian Tamplin of Australia, and equally important in futsal, the timekeeper is Pedro Galanieto of Spain. Portugal impressive in their opening fixture. Wasn't an easy game for them facing the hosts Guatemala. Brazil very, very impressive against Kazakhstan. There's the Portuguese lineup. The starting five on the left-hand side there. Arnaldo and Andrea with prominent in the opening Group A game. Andrea kicked off with 3 goals. Brazil possess a supremely talented squad. Schumacher and LENISIO were impressive against Kazakhstan. But Manuel Tobias managed 3 goals on his first game in these championships. He also managed a couple of assists. The Brazilian coach this year is VANDER, who was in the winning team in 89, 92, and again in 96. He's taken over from TEIXEIRA, who is now leading a FIFA delegation here, looking at where the game of futsal can be improved. Under TEIXEIRA, Brazil won 18 of the 19 tournaments they entered, and in 11 years lost just 2 competitive matches. The last of those back in 1997 against Spain. That's the task currently facing Portugal and their coach, Orlando Duarte. It's Portugal versus Brazil in Group A in the World Futsal Championships of 2000. Ivan just stepped on the ball there. On numerous occasions in the games in El Domo, we've had mopping up operations going on. The surface can get quite slippery, particularly when teams call one of their 2 timeouts. Each team allowed 1 timeout per half. Unconventional goalkeeping there by Nana, who excelled in the opening fixture when Portugal beat Guatemala 6-2. Brazil were on target after just 35 seconds against Kazakhstan. LAVOISIER wasn't really troubled in the opening fixture against Kazakhstan. Brazil comfortable 12-1 winners. You suspect they might have a more difficult task here against Portugal, one of the emerging forces in Europe. Spain were beaten by Brazil in the 96 final. The game played in front of 15,000 in Barcelona. Brazil won that one by 6-4. First real sight of goal there for Manuel Tobias, now 29, plays for Vasco da Gama in Brazil. Ivan, who's big and solid at the back for Portugal. Chance here for TEIXEIRA, and that was a good save. LAVOISIER just urging his teammates on, suggesting that they should raise the tempo a little bit. Cautious opening by Brazil. Well, nothing cautious about that effort. Manuel Tobias showing there just why he's regarded as one of the top players in the world. Brazil have the opening corner. Manuel Tobias. His pass is intercepted. Chance now for Portugal to break. And Portugal have won the first free kick. They're pushing the back there. Don't forget that after 6 accumulated fouls, penalty is awarded from the 10-meter mark. Ivan is over this free kick. Teixeira ready to pounce. Andrea now in the action for Portugal as well. Shot there by Teixeira, well blocked. Teixeira, who plays in the Portuguese second division for Atletico, an 11-a-side team. Ivan dispossessed. LENISIO showing there that no one can afford to loiter on the ball. Even caught out there. LENISIO able to go on. Wasn't an easy angle for him though. Ivan. Teixeira. Ivan once more needs some help, and he's won the corner here for Portugal. Solid and uncompromising character, Ivan. He is a semi-professional in Portugal, as is the second choice goalkeeper, Tony. Both play for the Miramar club. Ivan with a shot. There's Manuel Tobias back there to get the ball to safety for Brazil. Teixeira. Here's Arnaldo. Only 21, Arnaldo. Regarded as one of the most talented and skillful players in this Portuguese squad. All the finalists here allowed 14 players. And a chance for Brazil. And a lucky save, really, there. Ball just hit Nana in the face. LENISIO there trying to chip the ball over the top of the goalkeeper. Brazil just beginning to raise the tempo. Goalkeeper can kick and throw the ball out. Portugal now have made a couple of substitutions. Mayo is one of them, the player on the ball. Arnaldo, another free kick. FININHO guilty of the foul there. Arnaldo over the free kick here for Portugal. 2 in the defensive wall. Ivan. Turned aside by LAVOISIER. It's been an absorbing opening. Both these teams will expect to make progress from Group A. Mayo. Wonderful turn there by Arnaldo. LAVOISIER had the shot well covered at the near post. LENISIO. This time Brazil have the advantage, and they've taken the free kick quickly. Mayo across there to get the block in, denying Manuel Tobias a clear shot at goal. Here's FININHO. Andrea. Manuel Tobias. FININHO. Tobias. Quick thinking there by Mayo, just able to hook the ball to safety. Ivan needs some help. Ball given away far too easily. Ivan now well forward. But Brazil with the opportunity to break clear with LENISIO. Manuel Tobias offering him an option, offering him another angle. And there's a chance here for LENISIO. Sharp save by Nana, quickly off his goal line. The goalkeepers have to be good shot stoppers, but they also have to have good anticipation. Nana there prepared to commit himself to smother the shot from LENISIO. Manuel Tobias. Andrea. Now FININHO. Struck the shot well enough. FININHO, yes, to get on the score sheet in these championships. Brazil scores of 12 goals against Kazakhstan in their opening fixture. Mayo. This time he couldn't find Miguel MOTA. And VANDER, in 3 successful Brazilian winning teams as a player. Back in 1996 they scored 55 goals, Brazil, 18 of them in one game against Cuba. And the goal scoring spread amongst 10 of their 14 players. So much the same story at the weekend against Kazakhstan, when 6 players got on the score sheet. Change of approach now by Portugal. Goalkeeper Nana launching the ball forward. Element of surprise in that attack by the Portuguese. NELITO is the player who's just come on for Portugal. Rolling substitutions in futsal, of course. Players can go off and others can come on at any time. There's no restriction. Brazil are forced to get another corner. FININHO taking charge of operations. Like Manuel Tobias, he was in the team in 92 and 96. Here's the skipper, Andrea. Now FININHO. Clever block there by Ivan, denying LENISIO a clear shot at goal. And it's even again. FININHO was sweeping in there, and Portugal have the free kick. May have been some sleight of hand in there by FININHO as he came across to get the block in. Ball has been ushered further back. Evian standing over the free kick here for Portugal. He decided to blast it straight at LAVOISIER. The ball could have broken anywhere. Six and a half minutes gone, and Brazil have already committed 3 fouls. That will be a worry to their coach, VANDER. Ivan. And that's another foul. But it's a yellow card, in fact, to Ivan. A caution there for Ivan. The officials there deciding that no contact was made, and they were absolutely right. Yellow card for Ivan of Portugal. Mayo. NELITO. VITINHA, the skipper, who's now just come on. Quickly taken, and another smart save there by Nana. Lapse of concentration there amongst the Portuguese players. Ivan, who's now been replaced, has received a yellow card. VITINHA hit long this time. Portugal here with NELITO as their target man. Incisive break though by Brazil, and a magnificent save by Nana. Brilliant stop that to deny Manuel Tobias. Well, I'm sure the argument is you get what you pay for, and in club football in Brazil, it's reputed that Manuel Tobias earns $250,000. And that's just why. Great skills from Manuel Tobias, who seems sure to make his mark on these championships in much the way that he did in 1996. Manuel Tobias, top goal scorer in 96 with 14 goals, also voted best player. Here come Brazil again. Terrific run forward there, denied at the last. LENISIO by the race back by VITINHA, the Portuguese skipper. Brazil a 3-2 advantage on corners now. Andrea. Manuel Tobias. Andrea again. Here's LENISIO. Manuel Tobias. LENISIO. It was a good opening that for Manuel Tobias, having been put clear by LENISIO. Clever play by Brazil. Mesmerizing skills once more by Manuel Tobias, and he'll perhaps be disappointed that he didn't manage to force a save out of Nana. MAJO. Inaccurate pass which Brazil will now try to punish as they press the game forward again into the Portuguese half. A lazy backlift there by Manuel Tobias. He's quite some player. There's only a glimmer of the side of goal there. And an opening here for Portugal. NELITO managed to wriggle clear of his marker. Great skills here from Brazil. And it's LENISIO who's been denied again by Nana's dive. Wonderful, wonderful break by the Brazilians. FININHO and LENISIO combining. And at last there's an opportunity for Portugal to reassess and perhaps try to change their tactics. They're being caught out repeatedly here by the Brazilians. LENISIO is playing as the front man. And he's able to shield the ball well there for FININHO. VITINHA. Here's NELITO. Another good opening for Portugal. They've got their chances, they've had their chances. PEDRO COSTA getting forward there. It's been a very lively opening. Portugal will take some encouragement from that last attack. The Brazilians very good going forward, but they showed back in 96 that they're strong in defense as well. Conceded just 5 goals in their opening 3 group games and another 5 in the second phase. And subsequently beat Russia 6-2 in the semi-finals and then Spain 6-4 in the final. This a new experience though for the Portuguese. Another hold-up while the pitch is mopped up. Clock will stop while the ball is out of play. We're almost at the halfway point now in the first half. Manuel Tobias. FININHO. ARNALDO able to get a footing. NELITO to confront Manuel Tobias this time. Portugal don't want any of their players to commit themselves. They're happy to keep Brazil well outside the penalty D, but Tobias is finding his range with increasing regularity. Another good shot and another good save by Nana. It's a comfortable height for the goalkeeper. Manuel Tobias. LENISIO. And this time Manuel Tobias just can't quite get there. Did well to keep the ball in play though, and to introduce his goalkeeper here, LAVOISIER. Goalkeeper is allowed outside the D, don't forget. Manuel Tobias. Now Andrea. LENISIO just ahead of him. VITINHA, who was able to get the block in. Well, the possession is 50-50. Brazil have had the better chances. Pedro Costa. NELITO. ARNALDO. Solid challenge. FININHO showing great determination. The coach will be impressed with that. Here's LENISIO. Manuel Tobias. Andrea. Now FININHO. Brazil ready to inject a bit of urgency in their play. FININHO prepared to improvise. Here's LENISIO. Andrea. Manuel Tobias. Chase is on now for LENISIO. Good covering by NELITO, who is normally regarded as a forward player by the Portuguese. There's a brave block by VITINHA, who's taken a smack in the face and will need attention. But look at this trickery here from FININHO. Managed to get the ball beyond Pedro Costa. Even though Pedro Costa was unprepared to dive in, he was happy to hold up FININHO, or so he thought. But there are big problems here for Portugal. VITINHA, who took that smack in the mouth as he threw his body in the way of the shot, is down and looking rather groggy. FININHO, one of 3 players in the Portuguese squad who play for Sporting Club de Portugal, perhaps better known in some parts of Europe as Sporting Lisbon. Brazil have now introduced Schumacher, who was very solid and very impressive in the opening game against Kazakhstan. FININHO. Manuel Tobias. Nice exchange of passes with FININHO. Brazil have the throw. Manuel Tobias. Great trickery there from Manuel Tobias. Seems to have so much time. Schumacher. FININHO. Strong, determined play there by LENISIO. Manuel Tobias dropping back and prepared to take responsibility as Portugal threatened to break with Miguel Moto. Here's Ivan. Shot should have been an easy catch, that for LAVOISIER. And there, Brazil perhaps showing that at times they can be fallible. Manuel Tobias conceding the corner kick to Portugal. Well worked too. And that was a much better effort by Ivan. And a far more impressive save by LAVOISIER. Nicely worked corner kick routine. And it was a good low shot by Ivan. But Brazil with a chance to break clear, a chance which has been denied them by VITINHA. And here he is once more. game has opened up and the tempo has increased. An absorbing encounter in Group A between the two sides, anticipated to make progress, Portugal and Brazil. Brazil, the 3 times world champions. Schumacher. Now Manuel Tobias. Schumacher! Great save by Nana. Shot was driven with so much power. But here come Portugal with Pedro Costa. Well, Schumacher was impressive in Saturday's 12-1 win. Scored 2 goals then. There he was denied by Nana. Shot from INDIO was deflected. Brazil have made 3 substitutions in quick succession, but Manuel Tobias is still out there. Ivan now for Portugal. VITINHA, the skipper. Miguel MOTA. Ball seemed to arrive at Ivan's feet at an awkward angle then. Portugal surrender possession. Here come Brazil again with Manuel Tobias. Schumacher. Surging run by Schumacher. TEIXEIRA who got the blocking. That wasn't too far away. Nana says, what's the fuss? I had it covered, the goalkeeper. Goalkeepers in futsal have to be agile and able to get down very quickly. And Nana did just that then. TEIXEIRA has surrendered possession here for Portugal, but he's been helped by both his goalkeeper and his skipper VITINHA. That was a great save by Nana. Well, an indication there of just how fast futsal is. Portugal caught in possession and punished immediately by Brazil. It was a great chance, but an equally fine stop by the goalkeeper Nana, who's having a good night. Handball there by INDIO. Now, there's some problems here. Player down is Ivan. But what happened? INDIO he was guilty of the handball, and then he was just holding off Ivan. Well, the delay there as he went down Ivan, who's been cautioned already, don't forget, for ungentlemanly conduct when he tried to win a free kick for the Portuguese. He's now back on his feet, and he's just feeling a very thick lip. Ivan is still complaining and protesting about the challenge there from INDIO. We have the first time out. Portugal have called the timeout. Barely 5 minutes of the first half remaining. Portugal will be pleased with the way in which they've contained Brazil. Brazil in turn will wonder what they have to do to break down a very well organised Portuguese defence. volume inside the El Domo has been increased. The band have arrived, it's samba time. Ivan. Forward by Ivan. And a slip there by Schumacher. LAVOISIER charging out of his goal there to get the ball away from Miguel MOTA. LAVOISIER on his toes. The goalkeepers have to be quick off the mark here, just as the outfield players have to be. Game is so fast from one end of the pitch to the other, very, very quickly. And here come Portugal once more with Ivan. Chance for the skipper as well, and another brilliant save by LAVOISIER. VITINHA denied this time, and he was pleased with that. The Portuguese substitutes were also happy with the progress made there by both Ivan and the skipper VITINHA, who really tested LAVOISIER. Both goalkeepers excelling here. The outfield players have the skills on the ball, and both keepers doing their best to deny them goals. It stays goalless, but there's a chance here for Brazil, and it's one which has been wasted. INDIO shooting wide. It was a good chance for INDIO, who was on the mark on 2 occasions on Saturday in that 12-1 thrashing of Kazakhstan. Brazil have finally decided to give Manuel Tobias a rest. He's now been replaced by ALMIR. Falcao is also on. Here's ALMIR. Now Schumacher. Timeout has been called. This time it's Brazil who've decided that they want to offer some additional advice from the touchline. VANDER, previously a player with the Brazilian side, no relation to Carioca VANDER, who's one of the Brazilian substitutes at the moment. Players also making their own contribution. It's wrong to say that they play completely off the cuff. The Guatemalan band there just raising the noise level. Guatemala are also in action tonight, don't forget. It's a real carnival feel to these championships. INDIO. Now Schumacher. Great turn by ALMIR. Wonderful skills by ALMIR. ALMIR there twisting and turning, but he couldn't quite get the better of VITINHA. VITINHA at 31 is one of the more experienced Portuguese players. Here's Schumacher. Ball is hoisted into touch by TEIXEIRA, and it took a deflection on the way out. VITINHA. Brazil have the throw. Ivan has already been shown a yellow card. INDIO. INDIO once more. Here's ALMIR. Now Falcao. ALMIR, FALCAO. Here's Schumacher. Lots of good movement here from Brazil. Schumacher unable to create an opening. Maybe ALMIR will. Shot just flying wide of the post. INDIO with another good chance. Clever approach play here by Brazil. ALMIR just finding Schumacher, who was able to tee the ball up there for INDIO. Miguel MOTA. Pace of the pass just too much there for Ivan. Schumacher with the kick in. Ball is kicked in, of course, in futsal as opposed to being thrown in. There's a push there by ALMIR. That's the 5th foul now by Brazil. Another one, and they will concede a penalty at the 10-meter mark. And we have just under 2 minutes of the first half remaining. Ivan. Now the skipper, VITINHA. ARNALDO. Portugal just beginning to raise the tempo as we get towards half-time. Brazil with everyone back. Portugal have the corner, took a deflection on the way through there from FALCAO. Miguel MOTA has made a good contribution in this first half. So too is the man on the ball, the skipper VITINHA. Applause ringing out around the Domo stadium. The Guatemalan players have just arrived. They're making their way down to the dressing room area. Guatemala in action against Kazakhstan in the second game in Group A tonight. VITINHA, surge of pace has taken him away, but he was just unable to keep the ball in play. The skipper really leading by example. Did some solid work in defence for Portugal. Then he was prepared to take responsibility coming forward as well. ALMIR. Now FALCAO. ALMIR confronted by Ivan. Shot from Schumacher, charged down by ARNALDO. FALCAO. 30 seconds of the first half remaining. One last chance maybe here for Brazil. ALMIR trying to create the opening. Here's INDIO. ALMIR once more. Portugal with the opportunity to regroup. Schumacher. FALCAO. ALMIR. Couldn't quite find INDIO. ARNALDO holding up FALCAO. And it was Schumacher in the end who drove the ball high over the crossbar. Safety netting behind the goal, ensuring that the ball is returned to play quickly. And a good chance for ARNALDO, made up a lot of ground there to get forward on the throw from Nana. Brazil also changing their approach. There's not much time left, there's no time left. It's been a good first half, which has seen Brazil perhaps with the better openings. Nana in goal for Portugal has been in impressive form. The Portuguese will be happy with the disciplined way in which they've played. Orlando Duarte, their coach there, with plenty to ponder at half-time. Nana, the goalkeeper, can be impressed with his contribution. It's been a good first half, but it's been a goalless first half. It's Portugal 0, Brazil 0. The first half match facts in this Group A game between Portugal and Brazil, the 3-time world champions. 30 attempts there for Brazil, 15 on target. Half that number of attempts for Portugal. Brazil leading 8-6 in the corner count. Significantly though, Brazil have now committed 5 fouls, a 6th foul, and they'll concede a penalty from the 10-meter mark. Portugal, the 1 yellow card for Ivan, and Brazil with the bulk of the possession, 55% to 45%. But they haven't got any goals. It's Portugal 0, Brazil 0. Already with Brazil leading the way with the 12-1 in over Kazakhstan. Crowd is building rapidly. The next game on, of course, is Guatemala against Kazakhstan. Brazil with plenty of opportunities in the first 20 minutes. Futsal is 2 20-minute halves. Indu, the player ready here to kick off for Brazil, alongside Manuel Tobias, who really is their creative force. There's the Brazilian coach, Conina VANDER. It's Portugal 0, Brazil 0. The second half underway. Will Brazil be forced to change their approach in this second half? Some stout defence by the Portuguese in the opening 20 minutes. Brazil with the bulk of the possession. They had double the scoring attempts of Portugal, 30 against 15. But the man on the ball now, Nana, the goalkeeper, was in inspired form for Portugal, who, whenever possible, tried to create openings through ARNALDO and also NELITO. Problems there as well for Orlando Duarte, the Portuguese coach, who's currently arguing with the third official. INDIO. FALCAO. Manuel Tobias. And a terrific save, that time by Nana from Schumacher. The pattern continues. It's just like it was in the first half. Brazil with plenty of possession, and a lightning strike there by Schumacher, who actually instigated that move. Schumacher, the last man, then exchanging passes with Manuel Tobias. It was a very good save. Shot was hit with power, it was hit with accuracy. Nana had to get down quickly. Brazil have the throw, or I should say the kick in. Manuel Tobias. Now Schumacher. Schumacher with the shot, and another good save by Nana, but still Brazil have possession. Manuel Tobias. Great skills by Tobias. Ball is still in play. Rolled right the way down the touchline. Schumacher with the kick in. Manuel Tobias, confronted this time by VITINHA. Great skill by Manuel Tobias, and he's hit the post this time. Wonderful, wonderful skill there by Manuel Tobias. Perhaps Nana deserves a little bit of good fortune. He's taking his own time out, it seems, here. Goalkeeper going down in the goal mouth, but that was terrific skill by Manuel Tobias. Well, Nana is suggesting that he got the ball away with his hand, but that hit the post. It's actually his left hand. It may have been when he fell then. Duarte, the Portuguese coach, will be encouraged by the disciplined way in which his team have played, just offering some additional instruction there. And Portugal guilty of giving the ball away far too easily. Another good chance for Manuel Tobias. Had to snatch at the shot a little bit, but a lucky let-off for Nana. FALCAO. Breakdown in communication there between INDIO and FALCAO, who'd made a surging run forward inside the Portuguese D. Clever skills there. Miguel MOTA just trying to launch the ball upfield quickly towards ARNALDO. Ivan. Now ARNALDO, who many suspect might become one of the rising stars of this particular tournament. INDIO using some strong arm tactics. The Brazilians very creative. They can be physical when they need to be. No one bigger in their squad than INDIO. INDIO takes a tumble, and Brazil have the first free kick of the second half. INDIO means Indian in Portuguese. Huge figure up front for Brazil. Manuel Tobias with the free kick. He was a bit slow off the mark there, Manuel Tobias. The team has possession. They have to take the kick in or the free kick within 4 seconds. VITINHA. Portugal make up some valuable ground down the touchline. There's normally an average of 9 goals in futsal games, not in this one. Two very good teams, equally matched. Brazil with more flair, more creativity, the better chances. Portugal better organised, as were the Netherlands in this arena last night when they beat Egypt by 5 goals to 3. Some incisive counter-attacking moves by the Dutch, and it's a tactic which the Portuguese are employing here. They're happy to give Brazil possession, happy to keep bodies back until they can perhaps create the quick counter-attack. FALCAO. Now Schumacher. Manuel Tobias on the edge of the area. His movement then was terrific. Speed of thought, speed of foot as well. He appeared from nowhere on the edge of the D, just allowed to escape his marker for a moment, and that was enough. VITINHA. Here's Ivan. TEIXEIRA. Good run by TEIXEIRA. Portugal have to settle for the kick-in. VANDER ready to come on now for Brazil. TEIXEIRA. Here's Ivan. And a chance here for Brazil. FALCAO denied in the end, though. Andrea it was who got back there to get the ball into touch. Andrea, normally one of the more creative Portuguese players, but then he was back to help his goalkeeper out. Brazil able to take advantage of some sloppy play by Portugal. Manuel Tobias. There was a theatrical tumble on the edge of the D. Manuel Tobias feeling there that he was balked by VITINHA. It remains very tense and very cagey out there. Even the Brazilians look a bit tense. Schumacher! And it was INDIO who launched himself at the ball there. Schumacher with a thumping drive. INDIO just standing in front of Nana, trying to deceive the goalkeeper. But the header, if you could call it that, could have gone anywhere. Brazil have the kick in. INDIO complaining there that the Portuguese substitutes were unwilling to give Brazil the ball back. They were eager to get on with the game. They want to maintain the momentum now. Here's Schumacher. Manuel Tobias. Now INDIO. Clever skills by INDIO, who's played more of a prominent part in this fixture than he did on Saturday when Brazil beat Kazakhstan by 12 goals to 1. It won't be 12-1 tonight. Not unless something very dramatic happens. Manuel Tobias. Now Falcao. Great running by Manuel Tobias. And he was just overstretching then as he tried to make the most of the inventive pass forward from Falcao. Brazil, though, in the second half have been unable really to test Nana, the goalkeeper, in the way in which they did during the opening 20 minutes. Nana, though, has made one very, very good save from Schumacher and another good one there from Manuel Tobias. Portugal now with the opportunity to raise the tempo. Here's Ivan. Now Andrea. Andrea just managing to wriggle free from VANDER. The figures tell their own story. Portugal 16 attempts on goal, 39 for Brazil. And 20 of those attempts on target, a 50% success rate almost for Brazil. But they found Nana in terrific form in goal for Portugal. VANDER backing into Andrea there. Portugal have the free kick. It's one foul each now in this second half. After 6 fouls, we have a penalty kick from the 10-meter mark outside the D. Mayo over the ball. VITINHA. Now Andrea. Manuel Tobias. Schumacher surging forward. Good run by Schumacher. And the goalkeeper just managed to get a hand to it. Terrific reaction save there by Nana, who's still uncomfortable. He hurt his left hand earlier in the second half. And there he really had his fingers stung by Schumacher. Goalkeeper did very well indeed to get down there and to get the ball to safety. But there's some concern about Nana, the goalkeeper here. Nana, who earlier in the second half hurt his hand when he fell, trying to get to a shot from Manuel Tobias. Now looking rather concerned about the damage to that left hand. Goalkeeper not wearing conventional outdoor goalkeeping gloves. He's got shoulder pads as well, and you need those if you're playing in goal indoors. It's a very hard and unforgiving surface. No lasting damage. Brazil with the corner kick. Here's Falcao. Delivery was poor. Chance for Portugal to break clear now with Andrea. Here come Brazil again with Schumacher. Great work for Schumacher there to create the opening for VANDER. Manuel Tobias, Schumacher once more. Brazil now playing with much more mobility now that VANDER has come on. Here's FALCAO. Brazil here playing with almost a 1-2-2 formation. Schumacher twisting and turning to deceive TEIXEIRA. And the shot from VANDER blocked by Nana's legs. Brazil have another corner. Everybody wearing a yellow shirt outside the D. Here's VANDER, great skill by VANDER, and he's squeezed it in. VANDER has put Brazil ahead. They must have despaired of ever getting that goal. And what a moment it is for VANDER, and what a moment it is for Brazil. Brilliant skill by VANDER. Nana at last is beaten. The goalkeeper still down. He just can't believe that that one squirmed out of his reach. Shot hit with power right between the legs. And it just had enough sting and pace and power on it to deceive the goalkeeper and to give Brazil the lead. Great skills by VANDER. Terrific turn there, just to get away from his marker, who was VITINHA. And a thump of the ground by the goalkeeper, Nana. Frustrated and beaten at last. Brazil ahead. VITINHA guilty of the foul, holding on to the shirt. "28 minutes gone, and we get our first goal." Futsal, the fast and furious game which encourages attacking football, it encourages goal scoring, but not in this game until now. But Brazil have made the breakthrough, and they're looking to increase that lead now. VANDER on target twice against Kazakhstan. He's got 3 goals in these championships. Puts him level in the goal-scoring stakes with Manuel Tobias and with Andrea of Portugal. Three players in this championship now have 3 goals. FININHO. Now VANDER, the goal scorer. VANDER goes to ground. He's right in front of the official on the far side. Carlos Savinha is the referee on the far touchline. Martinez van der Berkem of the Netherlands is on the near side, patrolling the Brazilian half. Pedro Costa with a kick in. Here's Ivan. Now Mayo. Ivan once more. Anderson able to get a foot in. Anderson confronted by Ivan. Portugal wrestle the ball back from VANDER, and there's a great chance here. Couldn't quite turn though. Mayo it was who broke forward. His pace electrifying then. He was almost too quick for his own good because he left the ball behind. He couldn't put the brakes on in time. Incisive break by Portugal. Mayo just slipping there as he stopped the ball and shaped to get across the goal with his pass. Ivan. Here's Mayo. Ball came off FININHO for another kick in for Portugal. Mayo. Andre. Ivan. This is better from Portugal. They've started to be a bit more adventurous. Pedro Costa. Now Mayo. Here's Ivan. Mayo has continued the forward run. Ivan was a bit too ambitious with his pass, then he tried to pick out Andrea. No foul. Here come Portugal. That was a timely interception there by Schumacher. He was really pleased with that, timed it to perfection. And VANDER has just been cautioned, the player who has scored the goal for Brazil. That was for his rather theatrical dive close to the Portuguese D. Referee happy to play the advantage while Portugal had possession. So it's a yellow card for VANDER of Brazil. Ivan, who's also been cautioned, and the foot was over the ball then as he went into that 50-50 challenge. Yellow card then for VANDER of Brazil. FININHO now. It's VANDER, the goal scorer. Schumacher, who's made some telling interceptions in defence for Brazil. Here's Anderson. Cheeky skills by Anderson. Brazil just showing that they still mean business. Showing just why they're 3 times world champions. Anderson, who's very much on the fringe of this Brazilian squad, but he was a bit too ambitious there and he's given the ball away. Portugal have the free kick. Mayo it was who jumped over the trailing leg. But Marinus van der Berkom, the referee on the near side, said that it was a rash challenge, it was an unfair challenge. Portugal have the free kick. It's a very inviting position. Sometimes, though, it's difficult to score from set pieces like free kicks and corners. It's all just a bit too busy and a bit too cluttered inside the Brazilian D. FININHO. Nana down smartly. Ivan. Mayo ahead of him. And here is Mayo. It's becoming quite a tussle now between Schumacher and Mayo. Schumacher a bit more creative in the first half. Now he's been given the sweeper's role. Wayward header by Ivan. Tried to nudge the ball in the general direction of Mayo. For once, Brazil operating without Manuel Tobias. A breakdown in communication there between Mayo and his goalkeeper. Nana throwing the ball out too quickly. Anderson. VANDER. Schumacher with the opportunity to get forward now to assess all the options here for Brazil. FININHO. VANDER. And it was Anderson with the shot wide. NELITO diving at his feet. And Nana has now conceded a free kick. He held onto the ball for too long, and Brazil here have the opportunity to test the goalkeeper once more. Free kick right on the edge of the D. VITINHA just indicating there that he wants everybody back, the skipper. Well, how will Portugal be able to cope with this? Goalkeeper has come forward to join the defensive wall. He doesn't want to commit himself too soon, Nana. He doesn't want to dive straight at the ball because it could literally go anywhere. But he's made the save. Almost casual approach there between Anderson and Schumacher, who tried to steer the ball in for Brazil. Schumacher. Here's Anderson. VANDER and FININHO, the two ahead of him. Here is FININHO. Nice change of pace by FININHO, but there's an opening here for Portugal. And NELITO has shot wide. You have to make the most of your opportunities in a game like this. And NELITO might look back on that and think that it was the one that got away for Portugal. But there's a chance now for Brazil, and it's NELITO who's got back to slide in it to get the ball to safety for Portugal. VANDER able to get well forward there for Brazil. Injection of pace which nearly caught Portugal out again. Schumacher. He's had an impressive tournament, Schumacher. So too is that man, Nana, who might well, they'll look back on the slip which enabled VANDER to put Brazil ahead. A lapse of concentration by Schumacher has now presented Portugal with the opportunity to press the game into the Brazilian half. VITINHA with the shot wide. Portugal still prepared to be patient, aware that there's just over 7 minutes remaining. A lot can happen in that time. They don't want to chase the game just yet. It's still finely balanced. Brazil with the lead, goal scorer VANDER. FININHO. Good interception by VITINHA. And it's Pedro Costa who couldn't quite get the angle right for the curled shot around LAVOISIER. Encouraging signs though for Portugal. Determined play by MAJO. Caught the angle at the back of the goal. LAVOISIER far from happy with the cover he's receiving now. Feels that there's been perhaps one or two too many lapses of concentration in that Brazilian defence. Manuel Tobias has returned to the action, but it's Anderson here who's got the second goal for Brazil. Two of the fringe players have made their mark here for Brazil. Anderson, the scorer of the second goal. VANDER got the first one, and it was the long ball forward which caught Portugal out here. Wasn't an easy chance for Anderson, but a deft touch which deceived Nana, and although Pedro Costa was chasing back with him, he couldn't quite get there, and Brazil lead by 2-0. It meant a lot to him. Brazil now leading by 2-0. Just over 6 minutes remaining. Portugal, though, have a free kick. Cleverly worked as well. And a brilliant save, LAVOISIER. How on earth did he get that one away? Fantastic stop by LAVOISIER. Shot from MAJO took a deflection on the way in. The goalkeeper there, so quick to readjust and to tip the ball over the top of the crossbar. MAJO. Look at frustration there from Manuel Tobias, who managed to get the ball away from MAJO. But what a brilliant save this was by LAVOISIER. Ball came off Manuel Tobias, and he was arching back and stretching all the way. Just managed to get his fingers to the ball. Nana has been impressive for Portugal. LAVOISIER equally so for Brazil. Anderson's first goal in this Futsal 2000. Anderson's first goal giving Brazil now a 2-goal advantage. 50 attempts on goal for Brazil, 2 goals now to show for it. And Manuel Tobias looking for a third. Ivan. NELITO. Solid challenge once more by Schumacher. Really bossing the back line for Brazil here. And he's across again. This time the challenge a bit too robust. Portugal have the free kick inside the last 5 minutes. NELITO with the free kick. Anderson it was who got across to stretch out and to get the ball away from Ivan. Anderson to search out his goalkeeper. Anderson again. Manuel Tobias. Brazil taking a breather. Schumacher. Manuel Tobias. Anderson now. Hoisted forward and put away. What a magnificent goal that was! Fantastic goal by LENISIO. An assist for the goalkeeper LAVOISIER, who's absolutely delighted with his part in that goal. Ball launched forward. It was more a cross really that than a clearance. And what a header from LENISIO. Well, we've made much of the skills of the Brazilians on the ground, but that was a true centre forward's header. And it's the goal which surely has given Brazil now a sufficient cushion. A cushion of 3 goals. And a 3-goal advantage, and 3 points here tonight will be enough to take them into the second stage. The world champions are on their way again. And Manuel Tobias! Crashing shot there against the underside of the crossbar from Manuel Tobias. LENISIO there, his 3rd goal at Futsal 2000. Everybody's getting in on the top scorers act now. And here it is again. Great accuracy and a clever header. Manuel Tobias, who's just crashed that shot against the underside of the crossbar. Ivan. Brazil asking Portugal here to come and get the ball. Brazil with possession. And they're unwilling to give possession away. Portugal can't get anywhere near the ball inside the last 3 minutes. Portugal at the moment chasing shadows. Anderson. Schumacher. Manuel Tobias. Denied that time by Roberto Santos. Here's Rogerio Santos again. Ivan. Ivan. Teigseira. And Teigseira dispossessed. There's another chance here for LENISIO! An even better finish from LENISIO. LENISIO really flying, Brazil really flying. Portugal punished again, giving the ball away far too easily. And a fabulous finish by LENISIO, who's now out on his own at the top of the goal scorers in these championships. And what a good finish it was. Blistering shot. LENISIO, 2 goals in the second half, 4 in total now at Futsal 2000. We're into a timeout. We've just over 2 minutes remaining now of the second half. It's party time in Guatemala. It's party time certainly for Brazil. They know that they're on their way to the second phase. Portugal 0, Brazil 4. We've even got a Mexican wave in Central America. Away they go. Rogério Santos. But here come Brazil again with Manuel Tobias. Portugal have the kick in. The crowd are happy. Tobias is happy. Brazil are absolutely delighted to come through what for them could have been a very uncomfortable fixture. Portugal, an emerging force in Europe. They were disciplined and well organised. It was goalless at half-time. But once Brazil went in front, they started to dominate. Foul, there was no foul there. Anderson it was who was stepping across Rogério Santos. Both officials unconvinced. Play continues with Brazil in possession. Rogério Santos. TEIXEIRA. We're inside the final minute. Oh, impudent skills there by Schumacher. Nothing too clever about the crossfield pass there by Rogério Santos. The crowd here have warmed to Brazil. They must have warmed to Portugal as well for their contribution. They're also warming to the fact that next on here tonight are Guatemala. Guatemala also in Group A. They face Kazakhstan. LENISIO, can he complete his hat-trick? If he does, he'll have to ask the help of Anderson. Anderson now on the ball. LENISIO ahead of him. Manuel Tobias ahead of him. Schumacher. This just about wraps it up for Brazil. A very impressive first half performance without any goals. They weren't as impressive in the second half, but they got the goals. They've got the goals which have given them 3 points. 2 wins and 6 points in total now in Group A for the world champions Brazil. 3 times world champions, the dominant force in world futsal. 2 goals for LENISIO. The first one on the night for VANDER. Anderson also on the score sheet for the first time in Futsal 2000. Manuel Tobias repeatedly denied by Nana, who was impressive for Portugal in goal. Manuel Tobias also thundered a shot against the underside of the crossbar, but he won't mind that he's not on the score sheet. The important fact really is that here in El Domo, it's finished Portugal 0, Brazil 4.